Hi, and welcome back to another Let's Read Shards. So, here we are, leaflets. Pathology of the Badlands. Have you ever dreamed of leaving the city for a life on the road? Has your child ever told you that they dreamed of becoming a nomad adventurer? Mistake! The romanticization of these brave highway pirates is common as it is harmful. These drifters are not as mysterious or as noble as you may think. No, in fact, they are no different from any other criminal organization, although even organization may be a stretch. These wandering bands are no more than chaotic jumbles of trigger-happy anarchists roaming just outside the margins of civilization. Descended primarily from a large extract agrarian society of the Californias and beyond, these outsiders have rejected the amenities of a modernity and chosen instead a path of bloody revolt. They make rusted trucks and trailers their homes, denying themselves basic necessities of running water and skims. All of this squalor by choice is yet proof enough of their insanity. Of course, they do manage to scrape together just enough to survive. How, you ask? Without factories, hotels, restaurants and bars? They attack us, the transports of weapons and food destined for our businesses and dinner tables. As if not ashamed enough already, they smuggle psychoactive drugs across the borderlands, even known murderers and rapists, it's true. And even they themselves are known to haul themselves out for contract killings. The bloodiest and most brutal that no one else would dare accept. You might think these self-proclaimed rebels, these fighters for a cause, would have some semblance of camaraderie. Nothing would be further from the truth. These scattered gangs of vagabonds and drifters are divided into dozens, if not hundreds, of smaller subgroups, who are at each other's throat more often than not. One day they unify to hijack a textile transport, and the next they murder each other in cold blood as they sleep. Even their children join in the bloodbath. While our kids receive the games and toys for their birthdays, they're given rifles and rusty blades. But don't blame the children. Blame the parents for depriving them of a happy and fulfilled future. And for what? Some illusion of a freedom, obscured by a shroud of resentment and envy. Each of them has potential to become a future technician, netwatch agent, or even CEO, but instead they die alone in the desert, buried under the sand, all for a couple of ennies or a pouch of drugs. Still have romantic dreams of the Badlands? I don't think so. Nomads for the thick-skinned. Okay, for matters sample, whatever you hear or read about the nomads in city media doesn't hold an ounce of water. The biggest lie bound around is that there not being a nomad is a job. It's not. Nomadism is a lifestyle. See, if you want to know something about nomads, all you have to do is ask one yourself. Luckily, I already know the questions because I've been asked them 1,000 times. So let's get started, shall we? 1. Why do nomads organise themselves? Well, why not unite millions of people roaming around the country? Besides, if know what you're looking for, you'll instantly know which clan a nomad belongs to. Which brings us to the next point. Nomads are divided into nations. Nations are divided into clans. Clans are broken down into families. You organise them from their colours, their jackets, their decals on their cars and bikes. By the way, nomads take their affiliation seriously, so unless you want a broken jaw, I'd advise you do the same. 2. You'll be eating dirt or worse if you get a nomads and ruffians mixed up. Remember, ruffian Shiv are not nomads. They're pariahs, outcasts, criminals who were either exiled from their clan for doing something truly effed up, or just ordinary city criminals on the run. Ruffians form packs not because of it's convenient, but because they don't have a choice. Nobody in their right mind would work for them unless they somehow fit into your plans. Mostly they rob and pillage. Don't ask me where the name Ruffian Shiv comes from. All I know is that apparently it means something really dirty. Nomads take on all kinds of jobs. Everybody has to eat, right? What kind of jobs they take depends on the clan or family's particular strategy. Some pick crops in agri-corp fields, others deal with corp shipments or protect their convoys. If you want to smuggle something across the border, you'll go to the nomads. If you need to vanish off your pissed off creditors or shareholders' radar, the nomads will take you as far into the boons you'll be shitting next to scorpions. You pay, they do the job, you shake hands, and everybody goes their separate ways. Get it now? If you want more specifics, just grow a pair and talk to a real nomad. Good luck. So now moving on to articles, NCP, Anatomy of a Disaster. This won't be a kind of book that feels full of adequate phrases and elaborate metaphors. I'm not a writer, I am a cop. Or rather, was a cop before the mass redundancies. Not writing this for money or fame, I'm writing it because I'm pissed off and won't stay silent while the MPD goes to ruin. Before I say anything, I know we aren't perfect. Night City has never been a safe city, but we tried. As God is my witness, we really tried to keep our city safe. Even while we lacked the money, people and equipment we so desperately needed. The mayor couldn't have cared less. He wanted to cut losses, apparently since NCPD wasn't profitable. He said at a press conference, a day or 7 of us were killed by Cyber Psycho in Vista del Rey. Then why not privatize it? That's not that very same day the NCPD was transferred into private ownership according to plan. Our new chief of police, previously head of data term sales department, cared only for one thing: money. So he fired half the force, cut down the number of patrols, and ordered those working the streets to drop everything and start writing tickets. It did not take long to see effects. The city's crime rate went through the roof, bodies clogged up the alleyways, and the sidewalks were painted red with blood. Meanwhile, the suits at Corporal Plaza were popping champagne and celebrating. Why? Because demand for private security services had increased by 1,000%. Body count lottery results in Haywood. This morning, at a crackdown, a robbery of a Haywood corner store at Down led to a shootout. Right before the final count, 2 more bodies, a Miss Jabison and Mr. El Hamadar, brought the total tally up to 216. The odds were tipped by a certain Joshua Stevenson, a known member of the drug gang. Damn you. Stevenson, we bet on 214, and to have it snatched away from us at the very last moment. In any event, congratulations to the winners of this year's contest. Consider us jealous. Chrome and You, excerpt from a novel by Anonymous. We are temporary, expendable, replaceable, and sooner we come to realise that the better. After all, our days on this blue speck of dirt are numbered. And why not? Very strictly numbered, in fact, thanks to a plethora of technology that surrounds us and permeates our bodies. But that's all fine and dandy, isn't it? Just know this, a few decades ago, people were still attached to their body as something that justified their existence and the foreground of their identity. Know this, less than a century ago, implantation was still considered to be evasive. An attack on our fundamental physical connection to reality, and now your body is a spare part, your existence is upgradable, and your here and now is a constantly getting outdated. So who are you? You're temporary, expendable, replaceable, feel that you know it, and you'll regain your freedom. Librium Aetherium Review. Pretentious vanity dunked in a sloppy symphonic sauce. Chromatic rock pretender at worst, caricature at best. Okay, sure, heavy riffs, check. Unique vocal growl, check. Essence of the 60s, check. But all of it gets drowned out in the flood of cliché dark tones that are too much in Neo-Rest Gen fans to swallow. There's no punch, no curb stomp of the edge. Honestly, by the standards of the genre, a fucking lullaby. I'd love to put this review to bed or in an unmarked grave, but I haven't even talked about the lyrics. They made me roll my eyes so violently I sprained an optic nerve. Nowhere was it worse than the titular track Liberum Arbarium, the band's anthem about the violations of human free will. What's the enigmatic evil depriving us of what matters most in life? Yep, you guessed it, corpse. I yawned so loud I put these singers' growl to shame. The latest album from the Tainted Overlord is nothing short of cinematic rock mix. You're burned a decade ago, erased from memory, and then found wedged under your couch, the next to the dusty Karkaskan burger. Diehards of the band will find something to scratch at that itch, but nothing else. But anyone else looking for a fresh sound is better off blowing a concussion grenade in a cookware outlet. Nomads, Ground Zero. It was no secret Night Corp offer a generous say, and in some cases free cyberware and biomonitor upgrades to anyone willing to help clean out the crater of radioactive rubble at AHQ Ground Zero. Some first-hand accounts recall the incandescent ticking of Geiger counters like a loud buzz of cacodes in the summer. In respect, we can only guess how many clotter cleaners lost their lives to radiation sickness shortly thereafter. Both the city government and Night Corp have claimed casualties were kept to a minimum, while providing no official statistic to substantiate the claim. That being said, they have been under pressure to release such figures. After all, most rescue, engineering and rubble cleanup teams were not local Night citizens but nomads. Surprised you didn't know? Don't be. It's a fact that many history courses tend to overlook. The city employed hundreds of nomad mercenaries, primarily from clans in Arcadia Nation. These nomads were hungry and gainful work, and the city needed experts who were not experienced but brave enough to knowingly put their lives on the line. Also, Arasaka could one day erect another tower in its place. But history is not without a sense of irony. These nomads, who so deliberately live outside the so-called system, come to its very rescue, not for the first time and not for the last. Review Bloody About 7. What went wrong? Just when we thought Macroware was done putting out unfinished games, we just get this piping hot plate of spaghetti code. Frankly, I don't know where to start. From the story mode, it feels like it's cobbled together from a half-baked idea of 6 writers working in different time zones, to the non-intuitive tutorials, to the ridiculous lag that had me up making a fresh cup of coffee between each punch, and finally to the head-scratching localization. Honestly, the dialogues make no sense in any language. What the hell were they originally written in? Swiss? The long return aftermath of the Great Nomad Tragedy. Most sources indicate that the government of Peru, Brazil and Chile have come to a solution for the so-called nomad problem in an attempt to prevent the illegal transnational movement and typically temporary settlement of nomad clans across the Southern American continent. They plan to seal the borders to undocumented persons of dubious origin. Protestations from scholars, human rights groups, and even corporate representatives have thus been ignored. Some corporations have voiced concerns that stifling the flow of immigrant work could lead to economic decline and unpredictable social unrest. For example, some experts predict the local Brazilian workforce will simply be too small to meet the employment demands of ongoing major agrocorp ventures. To push for tightened anti-nomad immigration policies came as yet another heavy blow from the South American governments against the already heavily targeted demographic. More information continues to surface about the so-called long return, where hundreds of thousands of nomads lost their jobs without warning and had their equipment, much of it personal, not company property, illegally seized by the government authorities. Most labourers are relocated from North America specifically for this work and, without corporate support, were forced to violate the hazardous area formerly home of the Amazon rainforest in a week's time, with their only lifeline suddenly severed and no legal bias. For staying, many dozens of thousands attempted to find a way home, even if that meant walking much of that distance. Initial reports showed staggering figures of the number who died during this mass exodus. Many still ask why. Who benefited from these anti-nomad policies, the border closures, if not the South American nations and corporations? Many speculate that lobbyists from Orbital Air and other lunar colony representatives played a key part. Their objective, some algae, is to limit opportunities for migrant contract work, so more will be forced for the sake of survival to accept employment in the notoriously difficult labour conditions of low Earth orbit and on the moon. The wall. Why does a wall separate North California from its southern sibling? NUSA officials will tell you that it's about ensuring freedom and safety. After all, the first things that come to people's minds when they hear North Carolina are shifty nomad families, illegal immigrants and violent criminals of every stripe. They say the wall is necessary for customs officers to prevent smuggling, and we're not just talking about drugs. Markets are on the rise for trafficking, including illegal cyberware assembled in old hangars, biotech equipment and precious items from orbital stations and lunar colonies. And I understand that I can even understand that when you cross the border, you're willingly waiving your right to privacy, from having your face scanned and registered and your car being tracked by heavily armed drones that transmit your real-time coordinates to a rapid response defense system in orbit. All on the off chance that you're in fact a terrorist. For the split second that you go through the security gates, Militech, or whoever won the bid to secure the wall, won't allow you to forget that you're in a potential war zone. And that's exactly what the wall is, a reminder of how fragile peace and the independence of our city is. As a night citizen, I see the wall as relatively frequently, thanks to that concrete monstrosity, there's no really other way to describe it, I always bear the cost of that peace in mind. Is it good? Bad? You decide for yourselves. News report on 17th of July 2062. Fatal accident occurred on Friday at Laguna Bend, a town located in an area surrounding Night City. Residents refused to vacate their homes, properties which had been officially declared a construction zone by the corporation which had purchased the land. Despite not all homes having been evacuated, construction workers were ordered to begin their work to prevent further financial loss due to delays. One resident climbed a crane in order to stall construction. The crane operator responded by lobbing objects found in central control room at the man. The operator subsequently lost control of the suspended load, which collided into a home and killed a family who was still inside. The conflict between NC Dam Limited and the residents is not new, but until now has not led to any casualties. The dispute began a few months ago when rent prices in Laguna Bend rose drastically, after which residents were informed that the land they were on, their houses stood, was to become a reservoir. Some of the residents relocated to temporary housing that was built in compensation. However, those who ignored the municipal directives and stayed put became the victims of a corporate smear campaign which identified them as agents of public unrest, APUs, who were preventing necessary construction in order to secure access to clean water for all of Night City. As a result, public opinion quickly turned against the residents of Laguna Bend, and a few, if any, paid attention to the change in police tactics and open violence against residents. One could say it was only a matter of time before incidents like this one on Friday would occur. So now we're moving on to technology. Eurocognitive locomotive technical specifications. Cargo locomotive. Oh, that's that train that we hijacked. Punch card instructions. Each position on the card, punched, unpunched, corresponds to a unit information, while each column represents one character or symbol. When gently inserting the card into the reader, please remember to do the following. Check for any damaged punched holes which may corrupt the reading. Make sure cards are inserted in proper order. Double check that the card description matches the data encoded. Warsaw Catholic faith and its origin. In St. Augustine of Hippo taught us, to err is to be human, but to err willingly is to perform work of Satan. Pope Ferdinand I and his successors are guilty of heinous sin for their perversion of Christ's teachings and their worship of golden calves, of technology and mammon. They have not chosen this path for perdition for themselves, but have attempted to tempt the Lord's flock to follow for the sake of millions of eternal souls he loved so dearly. Colonel Konrad Lewinsky made the only decision God would allow. Seeing that the Vatican would renounce our Lord Saviour, he resigned his nomination to head the Holy See and instead raised the weight of the newly founded Polish papacy on his shoulders and moved the seat of the church to Latian Poland. What do Warsaw Catholics believe? Warsaw Catholics worship the one true God and recognize family as defined by the laws of nature our Lord has provided in accordance with tradition hallowed by the blood of ancestors. When you say, I believe in God, what do you mean? It means we acknowledge the truth, that there is one true God, whose wisdom is infinite and unchanging, who commands our obedience, who compels us to raise families, founded on love and faith for those who has tested Poland with great suffering, as he tested Job, thus demonstrating Poland is God's chosen land. Though whom did God reveal that we are to believe? This only Son, Jesus Christ, whose earthly voice is now spoken through the Pope, as elected by the Polish Episcopal Conference. Why believe in the Word of God? Because only through faith can we be saved, find eternal peace in heaven. Only through faith can we be true Poles, worshipping, thinking and speaking in Polish in accordance with customs of our fathers and mothers. United under the Stars and Stripes by Rosen Myers. The 20th century brought upon us a great tragedy: nuclear war, catastrophic climate change, widespread hunger, worst of all, the dissolution of the United States of America. Our great nation has been forged and reforged in the polarizing fires of eternal struggle. North against South, Democrat versus Republican, corporations against federal government, but we as the people knew how to temper the discontent and become stronger for it, even by force in our darkest hours. This has always been and continues to be our moral duty to the land we love and serve. Mankind had never before known a nation like the United States. We were the soldiers, protectors of the free world. Our armies maintained order, our universities fueled innovation and progress, our industries spurred growth and prosperity. Our press voiced the truths of our collective conscience, but the United States tragically collapsed. So too did our civilization. The time comes again, as it has so many times before, for America to rise up, set the world a new trajectory of hope. However, we can only achieve our goals of a better tomorrow if we don't lose sight of who we are. We must now rally together beneath our star-spangled banner of these United States. We must push aside those corporations and rogue states who denounce or who would deny our pursuit of happiness. We must sacrifice them for our common good. I ask you to fight for those who would divide us with debate, with pride, with blood and iron. Avian Extermination Act, the AEA, was adopted in Night City Council on May 04, 2063. Purpose: in the face of increasingly frequent and deadly zoonotic disease outbreaks, the City Council has declared that the most effective method for reducing the risk of infection among residents is via extermination of all avian life within 18 miles of the city limits. The extermination process will begin on May 7th, 2063, once the call and selection of tenders for contract have been completed. Outer space, my life in orbit. What's life in a space like? Comfortable. Of course, not everything's a bed of roses. Gravity below 1G isn't great for your bones or muscles, synthesized food isn't to die for, and the stuff from Earth is as rare as it is expensive. If you live in a private orbital station, congrats, you're richer than me. You'll always see some faces, but you'll live in a hybrid station like Crystal Palace. You'll have to live with court bachelor parties every weekend, but don't let that put you off. There's more upsides than downsides to living in orbit. First of all, safety. To get into orbit, you need a lot of zeros in your bank account, which means you won't see legions of homeless people, scuzzed out gangsters or aggressive joy toys. The exception to that is the lunar colonies, but no self-respecting orbital dweller would ever set foot on. In other words, you can walk outside a night unharmed, without security, and come back home in one place, wallet undisturbed. Amazing, right? Secondly, quality of service. Anyone in customer service sector had to rack up an enormous debt to get here. Their only hope to pay it off within their lifetimes is to rake in a lot, and I mean a lot, of tips, which means they will bend over backwards to satisfy every whim. If you're an employer, you don't have to worry that your employee you just hired and trained at the expense will suddenly quit and go to work for a competition for a few extra eddies a week. Many stations, especially the private ones, simply don't have competition, and if they do, it's basically negotiable. Agreements can be made so situations like that don't occur. Thirdly, and most importantly, no government can tell you what to do, where and how. Orbital stations are autonomous and governed by their own laws, and there aren't that many of them. If you can afford your own station, you're the undisputed lord and master of your little corner of space. If you don't want to tie the help up to a lot of whipping posts, then they make a mistake. Go right ahead. Want 5 wives or 4 husbands? I'm sure you'll have a line of volunteers. Excerpts from History of Nomads by B.B. Pyers. The First Nomad Code. Protect and respect your clan, and especially your family. You are worth as much as your word. Share with others your clan. Respect the privacy and well-being of your clan. Never put your clan in danger. Always take honest pay for honest work. The new code. Protect your family and clan in that order. Do not steal from anyone in your clan. Do not keep yourself that which may help another in your clan. It's hard to imagine a group less inclined to wandering than farmers, but in fact they were the ones who sparked the age of nomads. Natural catastrophes, crops ravaged by bioplagues, armed conflicts with martial law allowing corporations to speculate, privatised land. All this forced them to the life on the road. First clans recognised as nomadic were Eldidios and the Geodes, following shortly after by the Snake Nation, Theos Nation, Folk Nation, Blood Nation and Metacorp. A total of 7 nations. The nomad nations are divided into tribes, which are subdivided further into clans and families. A family typically numbers between 10 and 100 people, whilst the biggest nations can reach up to 1 million. At first, nomad activity was seen as anarchistic and subversive, mostly, as you can imagine, by corporations who quickly realised they wouldn't be able to control them. The biggest irony in all of that is, thanks to the nomads, that our clans were rebuilt after the wars and catastrophes that marked the first half of the 21st century. After all, families come together to build, not to destroy. Shadow of the mega buildings. One could say we're living in stable times. The Fourth Corporate War is ancient history, the Unification War is over and done with, and Night City is a free city. A duel embedded between 2 Californias living there here. You might have an impression that everything is okay in the world, but look around. The world is not doing okay, despite technological recession between 2020 and 2040, reducing global pollution levels. Humanity is still facing monumental existential threats. Climate change has turned into climate disaster. Its effects are irreversible and dangerously unpredictable. Hurricanes, tornadoes, droughts, floods, natural catastrophes are growing in strength and frequency across the continent, levelling entire regions. Access to clean water is becoming increasingly more scarce, as well as fertile land. Hunger and starvation still reaps a bloody human harvest in Asia and Africa, where corporations had no interest in building vertical hydroponic farms. Meanwhile, advances in cyber modification have given rise to a new problem, cyberpsychosis. And though we've been aware of cyberpsychosis for over half a century, and know of the incidents of cyberpsychosis are inextricably linked to a person's level of implantation, we do not know why some more prone to carrying out violent attacks than others. Let's not also forget the more serious issue of mass inequality, high record crime rates, including places like Night City, and social unrest linked to immigration in almost every corner of the world. So I ask you again, look around. You see all the problems in Night City already? Maybe you're standing in the shadow of a mega building and you think, Night City is Night City, the rest of the world's problems don't affect me, right? Right? Smuggling. If you want to transfer goods, you need contacts. Without contacts, forget about it. Doing business, you will need to pay it. Who will you need to pay off? Custom officers, guards, the people at the gas stations, don't forget motels. You take care of that, you can show up and vanish as you please. Keep them happy and then know when to turn a blind eye. It's also a good idea to strike a rapport with the fellow orbital heir, that is, if you're planning on shipping something into orbit. Remember those boxes full of seedlings last year? That could have only have happened because my boys at OA Customs looked the other way for 15 seconds. Make sure you are well equipped. Don't use standard signal jammers. Custom agents aren't stupid. they know you're hiding something at the border, besides which there's no models they can't disable. Use upgraded jammers that work hyper-locally in the exact place where you're hiding the goods. Secure packages with ice, ideally brought from us. You can trust family. Use your imagination. Do you know how I managed to transport 12 pounds of drugs to SoCal? I paid the right people not to ask questions and hitched a ride with an all-foods convoy. Nobody realised that several containers of food were packed full of drugs. Plan your routes carefully. You have to have up-to-date border patrol routes and areas scanned in real time by corporate satellites. And you'll have good old American roads. Use back roads and routes that corporate convoys would otherwise avoid. You can also dance around the old minefields since corps don't patrol them anymore, although apparently by now they know we passed there and it's only a matter of time. Use the tunnels as a last resort. These days they're usually a one-way trip. You go through one and second you're out, the satellites are locked onto you. So in case you do step on it, most of the old brothers and sisters don't get caught. America after the war. At the turbulent years of 2024 to 2035, at the end of the Fourth Corporate War, in order to establish relative order under the federal government, President Elizabeth Cress imposed martial law on the NUS member states and nationalized the domestic arm manufacturing giant Militech, preoccupied with their own internal issues. Most of Europe and Japan paid little attention to the developments in North America. Back in the 1990s, corporations had already begun aggressively purchasing huge swaths of arable land from farmers. Those who were left with no choice but to sell eventually found each other and organized into larger groups or clans to improve the odds of survival. Looking for reliable work opportunities meant staying on the move and often specializing transport contracts. Yet, once the war settled down, their convoys became the single reliable, safest method of interstate shipping. In other words, this time the crisis of adaptation played a major role in the emergence of the so-called nomad social class. Meanwhile, in the 2040s, Netwatch created an immense firewall dubbed the Black Wall to partition a safe part of the net from human use and curb the threat of rogue artificial intelligences in cyberspace. At the organization's discretion, humanity was forced to sacrifice its own inestimably valuable resources and knowledge for the same sake of security. Protein farms, a report. Protein farms are currently the source of most meat and meat substitute products in Night City. Biotechnica is the clear industry leader, providing for over half the city's demand for alternative protein. Currently, the most popular, a bit cost-effective form of production is based on protein-rich crickets, which allow producers to achieve high-quality protein. Earthworms are available as a cheaper alternative, achieving a higher yield of product per square meter. However, worms pose a more difficult marketing challenge. While crickets have become acceptable, most computers will bristle being told to go eat worms. Yeah, that's that. So we move on to the first other section, which is nice and short. The Optic Bible, Book of Encroach, and the Angels of the Children of the Heaven saw and lusted often them, and said to one another, "Come, let us choose our wives from among the children of men and beget us children." And all the players and all the others together with them look unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go into them and to defile themselves with them, and they taught themselves charms and enchantments and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men, and then men would no longer sustain them. The giants turned against them and devoured mankind, and began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh, and to drink the blood. The earth laid accustomed against the lowless areas. Manipulation, easier than you think. Most fundamental yet effective manipulation technique is what we call undermining. For the manipulator to get the target to do whatever he or she wants, the target must first accept the manipulator's opinion as true and valuable. This is easiest to achieve by making the target feel inferior, though harsh criticism, more accurate the better. The target will begin to yearn for praise from the manipulator, becoming more open to cooperation. That's manipulation. The consciousness curse. A man dies the way he was born, soft, weak, and helpless. Death, the one certainty in this universe of chaos, can be a tragic end and a release from suffering. It can come as an unexpected twist, or as a beautiful crowning counterpart to live well lived. The curse we face as humanity is only living beings in a constant awareness of our death. Is our incoordinate focus on the fact how much happier is the life of a gazelle that escapes the cheetah's clutches, thinking that it evaded death once and for all, that poor soul living out its days knowing each step inches it closer to the void. Dear mother departs. The old die quickly, their hands dry, given a faint rustle as they fall off the lost time. They tend to depart this world in November at the darkest hour of night, when down just seems just far off as spring that will turn. They leave little behind, a small stack of last century newspapers, a few chipped cups, clothes already smelling of the casket under the closed eyelids of a muted kaleidoscope of memories flashing by in no particular order. They die on their gaze fixed on hardening diorama for a long life that in its final moments always seems to have been far too short. Greetings from depression. I was 15 years old, set to fail 4 of my classes at school, but I could barely get out of bed, much less than drag myself to the bathroom and take a shower. At first my parents were worried, treating me gently, but after a few weeks their patience began to run out. That's when I started. Snap out of it. Just go for a run, you'll feel better. Why don't you talk to your friends? Quit feeling sorry for yourself. What do you have to be sad about? Other people have it worse. Words that even after 10 years of therapy, medication, a stint of psychiatric ward, and many relapses of depression still ring in my ears, anywhere, anytime, every day. and they cut just as deep. Going to tackle that lot in another recording. So, literature. Kebble and Scoop. Kebble stared glumly at the glass of a seaweed-coloured drink. A part of him hoped that the bartender had poured a pint of rat poison by mistake. "I don't get it, Chrome," he muttered gloomily. "At school they said I had talent, a real knack of acting. Was it all a fucking lie or what? Dude, there are billions of people on this rock," Scope shrugged. "Can't work out for everyone." Kibble flicked his olfactory booster and gave his beverage a whiff. Smelled just like a wet mop in a bathroom, maybe worse. Then, not knowing why, he suddenly recalled the merc he had talked to a week ago in a popular punk dive he liked to frequent. Well, okay, maybe talked is generous, but grievances were certainly aired. The merc swept the floor with him that night and threatened to put a bullet between his tonsils if he ever spilled tequila again. That is it, he thought. Rugged and tequila, unemployed losers and hotshit mercs. The loiter with the world at their feet. It's the people like Kibble who are just a theatre set piece, who make up the backdrop against which sound vision boosted mercs of the world can shine as bright as stars. Kibble decided then and there that he wouldn't just be splashing in the splotch in the background anymore. Why can't it work out for us? He asked with a sour grimace. Why doesn't the city only reward bloodthirsty, bullet-crazed punks while the rest of us normal saps without murderous tendencies have to huddle over our cheap glasses of green cockroach pish? Scott shrugged again. I dunno. I find a gun, buy an edgy jacket, he suggested indifferently with a note of sarcasm, shoot up some gang's haunts, have the punkiest time of your life for 4.5 seconds. What the hell happened? Kibble continued his rant. On the world's upside down, there are billions just like you and me, billions of do-nothings, cowards. No, not cowards. People who just want things to be normal, safe, life. Scoop had already opened his mouth, ready to fire off another round of cynical retorts, but then he stopped himself and began a tangent of his own. Life, he repeated slowly and ponderously. What if I could sell the world an alternate life? The sum of all edge runners feel, except where you can't ever die like they do. Kibble snorted out and spat out a cockroach piss he finally resolved to taste. Sorry to your bubble, Chrome, but somebody's way ahead of you there. Ever heard of Bloodbout 4? 4. Or like a million other computer games? Scrap cracked his roguish smile. Is Bloodbout 4 one of those other million games designed to function in a hybrid brain dance system like the one I developed last week? Mutant by Moonlight. It was night like any other. The oppressive black smog cloaked the city, pouring into wicked lungs and hearts by breath that breathed there. Acid rain drummed against thousands of windows panes, the cityscape like a surreal tessellation of piano keys. 30 years came and went, nothing changed. I stood at the window, smoking cigarette after cigarette, my thoughts distracted by the memory of the woman I hadn't seen since war's end. Then I heard a knock at the door, just like her, just like 30 years ago. Come in. The hoarse words strained from my throat as I mechanically lifted my hand to the wall panel. The metal door slid open noiselessly, revealing a slender figure draped snuggingly by an inky black no-mail dress. She stepped inside, her gold-plated hips glinting as they swayed. Her lips were a deep ebony, but her eyes, her predatorial yellow eyes, pierced mine and scanned me from head to toe. For a moment, it felt like they were prying into my very soul of my body. Then I twisted my lips into an ugly smirk. I remembered my soul was already largely gone. I left it in the war, along with the flowers I placed on my mother-in-law's grave. Someone's out to zero me, she broke the silence with an attention-demanding bluntness. The smooth allure of her voice clouded my mind. I never noticed her third hand, a mistake that would spell my doom. Impossible, I stated with the beginnings of a roguish grin. Who'd ever want to kill a woman whose hips and lips like yours, and a corporo no less? She narrowed her impenetrable yellow eyes for a moment. In a whirl and a blur, she now pointed a machine gun at me with rock-steady aim. "You don't understand," she said quietly, her barrel fixed at a point between my eyes. "It's you. Don't you remember anything, dear brother?" Memories flashed. My nightmare at the war. Izuku's blood, frailed wires, a tattered remains of a plush taper received from Margaret just 2 days before she died, and her father's last words about my twin sister, a mutant abandoned at birth. A promise that I'd find her. Well, too late. She's found me. Whatever this section is, archived conversation between Pete and Lisa. We gotta get it out of him. Fucker made it through 3 whole fingernails. Spare me the details. Sold the biotechs and gonna do some maintenance day after tomorrow. Showed us where we are on the map. Got a little blood on it though. Pete. Haha, kidding. Don't use proper paper maps. Gave us coordinates. And there be those biotechs who fixed us in the farms and the proteins ones. What other kinds are there? Just wanna make sure. Yeah. Just that they all have their all biotech. And look at that typo. Archive conversation between Barry and Jen. Hey gal, let a guy like me take you out to a nice burrito dinner. Yeah, sure, just not El Burrito, place is gross. How about Petty's Putts? Soya burgers? No thanks. Golden duck maybe? I don't know, maybe not feeling Chinese. Jesus Christ, your fucking place then. Techie things, notes. I forgot to change notifications in the pressure gauge. Had a automatic reset. When startup, tracking module froze underwater again, probably the waterproof case just blocking signal fix, make an opening for antenna, connection loss with barometer. When set at bathymetric mode, fix, add on automatic signal to switch back to last position before connection lost, whatever that's talking about. Project kind on suspected, still got that, weird. Before I carry on with that other, let's go in here. Sebastian, that's a gig, which I ain't got to worry about. Rogue. You are transports on its way, and you are gig. 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 You are that. Another one thing, if you come over, sees me up, look me up in the eyes. Okay. 2. You're lying. River Ward. Okay, we're gonna leave. There we go. We'll pass that on. Thanks, I got awesome friend. Thanks for everything, V. Crazy, I guess, really, no, huh? There we go. That's probably that, all that. Hang in there, okay. Just Tucker. Just want to update you on Randy. He's slowly easing back into things. It's hard to believe. Looks like everything's going to be alright. Okay. Claire Russell. Hey V, got coordinates of the first race. Okay, so that I need to do. You, Regina Jones. Manage to take out Cyberpunk. Now that's creative management. Yeah, okay. So that's Regina Jones. Judy, I want to save. Pierre's, in case you're looking. Range, nicely done. It should be lonely. Occupational hazard, that's a gig. Jefferson. They're in my home, that means there's a tool, must... what do you plan to do now? Judy. Okay. Any more? Welcome back to Shard Reading, and like I say, we've got a lot here, so for a change, rather than work top down, I'm gonna start at the bottom. The Odyssey. Say what by birth and what the name you bore, imposed by parents in the natal hour. That's a poem. Okay, not doing that. Gig. The NCP detective will contact you. Do the following. Okay, so that's gig. Juice. Top 8 dangers. Juice, the animal's favourite drink, is a miracle elixir. A dream come true of every scrawny, twig-limbed skeletor that dreams of having bulbous and chesticles. But is it safe? Apparently it poses particular problems for men. 8 problems to be exact. Here are the top 8. 8. Temporary increase in sexual ability, followed by sharp decline. Men are also at risk of priaplasm. Perpetual ejaculations. Sound shimra, but could be found painful. Genuscarobia, i.e. enlargement breasts, often irreversible. Balding on the head, but increased hair growth on chest, back, stomach and legs. Changes in skin, such as acne on the face and shoulders. Kidney problems caused by increased protein content in urine. Kidney scarring may be an indication of facial segment. Yeah. Muscles may grow asymmetrically, often leading to muscle weave tearing. prostate cancer, it'll hurt every time you piss, and finally the winner, liver failure resulting in jaundice and pulmonary rash, and even fibrosis and cancer of the liver. Still interested? Not scared of the risks? Well then, good luck, and see you in hospital. Keep your boys, help just like the last time. Hidden user. We need unrestricted movement, but there's some excess baggage slowing us down. Can you take care of it? Double the gang rate and we'll talk. Fine, sending you the coordinates, take the baggage, blow it to smithereens, make it disappear. We don't want this coming back to us, understand? When I end something, it stays that way. Le deux petits, le cher peut-être. French, I'm terrible at. Drinking menu. Dîner Bordeaux. Merci, Bourbon, lime, dark chocolate. Okay, so that's just a menu. Instructions, read carefully. Our new little toy should delay the alarm for about 30 minutes, enough time to get in there, pack it up and delta the hell out before the cops arrive. But do not forget, for everything that goes as planned, you'll have to start up at the same time as you cut power in the buildings at the same time, otherwise you'll be fuck out of luck. Cool. All units, Little China, warehouse, break-in, alarms enabled, suspicious person, archive conversation between Alexandrio and Angel. How's it cracking, Angel? They let you go home yet? Don't me fucking laugh, Mano. Still at work. Dude, your spine ain't no joke. You need a doc to take a look at it. Not today. Forcing OT for a huge transport coming in, servers or some shit. Fragile tech requires more hands. Then tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, sure. Thanks for looking out, Mano. Job. Boys, don't get more simple than this. The warehouse in West Little China is packed with high-end electronics. The kind we need. Make a neighbourly visit to make sure to stroll out with everything that's not bolted down, but don't throw anything. What you do with your guards is your biz. Keep in mind, the less witnesses the better. Good at it. Tech specs. Processor Adnos 300 XT. Number of disks 3. Nothing interesting. Gig, target Hunter Hayland. Location Little China. Note, client needs this one done quick prior to job due immediately. Archive conversation Hunter and Max. Max, someone's intercepting our emails. Don't ask how I know, I just do. This is bad. Yeah, very fucking bad. No more messages or calls. Left the files for you where we had lunch. It's got my body cam footage, but I warn you, it's like watching a nightmare. We drowned those villagers. In napalm, we made it sure look like everyone was home first. Jesus Christ. Take care, watch out, don't trust anyone. Time's come to leave NC behind. Okay, hope all works out. Urgent. They traverse the Badlands in trucks, yes, but but when the full moon rises, they remove their human mask, and what hides underneath, you ask? Reptilians, I answer you. No, not reptilians, but werewolves. The seed has been sown, the truth shall spout roots and lift us from the invaders' clutches. Paradox croaks. Here we are, constructing artificial cities in orbit, downloading our minds into integrated circuits, coding all-powerful AIs, and we can't make one damn flu vaccine. You want to know why? Corps don't want to destroy nature, because it doesn't give them any IPs or copyright ownership, so we eat test tube chicken, plants that are grown in labs. Hell, even photosynthesis has been trademarked. Even enough is enough. It's time we say stop before the sixth extinction wipes us all out. You'll think they're stop at food. What about our bodies? There's no chunk of them that can be cut improved or modified, that every breath we take, every heartbeat generates profit. And what about your children? From the corp's perspective, it's untappable potential, a goddamn wasted commodity. Soon our techno-fascist overlords will convince you that having children isn't your natural right, but a privilege you should pay for out of your pocket. The water you're drinking, the food you're eating, they're putting chemicals that reduce your fertility, so soon they'll be incubating babies in water tanks, with serial numbers on their foreheads, hooked up to cables instead of umbilical cords. Open your eyes, snap out of it before it's too late. Unsent message. Joe, it's important, the end is near. I know you can hear their voice. Joe, the bug is in the heart of the beast. My time is nigh, but someone must take up my burden. Go to the coordinates, you'll find tech that I stole from them. The ones spying on us. Wake the people, it's time to build barricades. The corporals are out for blood. Archive conversation between Chitero and Hitiro. Alright, got some deets from the NCPD boys. We know who's talking, it's Evan Flakes, I know him boss, that's the gank at stall 13. Thing is, gank's gone, so send us some people after him, check his pad, check his family, come on, you know the drill. Also, got that warehouse. Check that too, make sure the fucker's cool. Word's gotta get around, sure thing. Archive conversation between Evan Franks and Martha Flanks. I fucked up. I trusted that cop. Anna Hamill promised me protection if I spilled the beers about Kabuki Market. Fuck. Evan. I told her everything. Why? Now the MPD won't protect me, said the funds aren't there for it, so she's sorry. Tigers will have my head, cause the fucking NCPD, they're gonna kill me, Martha. They know I'm dead. You're naive, leadhead. Go to the port in Wellsprings. You'll help me? Quit wasting time, dipshit. Just go. Thank you. Can't find me in the town if I'm in a boat instead. Treatment plan. For maximum muscle gain, I'd say muscle bustle, 100% guaranteed to work, though it does come with a whole host of side effects. Liver cirrhosis, high blood pressure, low libido, erectile dysfunction, a periodic rage attacks. The supplement administered IM every 6 hours. If you're interested, please give me a call. Creditor. Hey. Gotta pay a little visit to another crewman who thinks he's too much smart to pay back his eddies with interest. Start right off with a good whack to the jaw, and if he stands his ground, do a restock of the store, get 100% of whatever you grab. Assault in progress, underage dealers. Hey, got a job. Spill. 2 cocksuckers dealing on our turf. Fuck 'em up bad enough the whole district hears about. Boss wants lessons learned. Sounds fun. Where they at? Ball court near med center. Okay, consider it done. Buzzing the rest of the crew now. Conversation between Katiji and Isimu. How's it going? Deal the whole supply. Yeah, we're so fat on scratch eddies, we're starting to clog my arteries. No more scale sculpt and sleeping piss stained couches. The city is ours and we're gonna fuck it so hard it can't walk straight. I get my hands on product to move, and you tell your skizzy customers to reload their wallets and let's get fucking goo. Conversation between Leffy and Yuri. Got a fresh delivery pickup, all unlocked, you know it. Just reset the factory, ready to implant. Can't sell it straight. Okay, I'll send someone tomorrow. Preem, just keep it quiet, alright? Can't have this all over. Chill, no worries, later. Genki's family wrote to me as they were prepping the body for funeral. They found someone had torn out all his implants, checked it out. Genki flatlined at Leo's shop. Looks like that piece of shit's got a little side thing going, selling piece of shit boys to kill him. Convoy between Hitoshi and Ellie. Yo, you up? Please, you know the night's my big rush. I'll go to bed in the morning. What's up? Cops are planning a visit, inspection, whatever. Again? They were just here last week. I got all the papers in order. One of my boys in blue's getting married. Having a bachelor party for him on the cheap. Thanks for the tip. No prob. Come by sometime when you got free. Drinks are on me. Conversation Genki and Hitoshi. Already waiting on signal. Good. Have green light. The plan is simple. Secure the area around the antenna. Then attach package Ikea gave you and listen out for cops. Got it. What situation at the scene? Need to get ready for a firefight. No idea, it's clean, but if anyone's gonna poke their heads round, you'll get a bullet through it, no questions. Understood, leaving now, we'll let you know the whereabouts of the antenna. Okay, done, no issues, perfect. I'll stop by in 2 hours. Conversation between Carly and Moore. Kyle? Got some stuff that you ordered, some prices as usual, no discounts. Come by at the end of your shift, wait by the back door. Okay, thanks. This is the last one. Boss is starting to suspect something. Shit, what happened? Stuff I swiped was from patients swiped out of their med drips for glucose, and took some unused chrome and coma patients, like they're still using it anyway. More started getting worse, dying, the smell's hard to miss, you'll get it. If I don't make the problem disappear, they'll figure it out eventually. Right, well shit happens I guess. Conversation, Moore and Quincy. Our man at the med centre is cracking, says this is his last drop, then he's out, starting feeling some heat. Not good. I mean, if we turn up the pressure, could wise up. Nah, time to cut ties, can't trust anyone who shits his shorts that easy. Anyone start pressing him, it break. Grab him and get rid of him, leave no traces, leave no links back to the gang. You got it. Conversation between Charles and RF. You done? All good? Choom, you fucked. What happened? I'm guessing White, Tim and Boris? I told you there was a guard. Yeah, well, he has some 6 foot bargained out for solo. Barely brought him down. But you got the stuff right. I'm a fucking zero you. Yeah, motherfucking we got it. You'll see the shit and you'll be sheer light up. Just stay low somewhere, let the dust settle. Oh, you don't fucking say. In storage, current inventory. Okay. Conversation, Miko and Kazoo. I'm waiting. Crate by the item is on its way to you. Plus about 50 doses of glitter. Next week, make it 200. Hell, make it 300 if you can swing it of glitter. 2 more things, yes? The terms with your badges have been settled and the samurai wants you to put more kids to work. The children are recruited, already running, don't worry about the badges, we pay, they keep us hidden. Birthday present for Sujiro. Happy birthday, you crazy motherfucker. Sending you the best wishes and a little present. You've got glitter, don't mind, don't do it all in one go, and other goodies. Hope the party fucking slaps. We're try to drop by, but can't promise anything. They're making us do overtime at the lab to pump out this glitter shit. Demons off the goddamn charts. Try it and you'll know why. All the best to your croms at on Ravoni Street. Archived conversation to Kashi and Jotaro. Boss, we tracked down that Ripper. He took out Kelko's tracker. Said he didn't know she was one of ours. I don't give a fucking turd fuck. Where is she? We'll find her. Ripper says she was here for some crumb. Jake. Not the black guy with the mouth chrome. That's that one. That fucking lover boy. Yeah, the same. You have to get them, and her, and that gunfunk. And do it so everyone sees what it's like when a bitch like her tries to skip on Jotaro. What about the Ripper? Teach him a lesson? No, pay him. Any other whore comes to him, tell him to ping us first. Sure, boss. Keiko and Jake. Okay, let's try. I'm ready to leave. Really? Mean it? I have nothing to lose. Yeah, you can't live that way anymore. When? Today. You'll get out today. No sense hesitating. Everything we wait is another thing we risk getting found out. Okay. We'll go to my Ripper, Chrome of mine. He'll rip out that locator in you. But whatever you do, just don't mention Chitoro, or he won't help. I'll say you're my sis. Okay, then what? We'll stay at my place for the night, then I'll help you get out of the city. I'm scared, Jake. This is no place for you. Don't be afraid. This is the right thing to do. Conversation between Captain and Mike. Packages waiting, not quite in the same place as usual. The fuck you mean, not quite? Hit some bad weather, couldn't make it to the share, had to make do, left it on the right of the edge of the dump. Fucking great, you even know what's undertow like out there? I swam in that anyway, I'm get tossed on the rocks. Captain, wait for a clear night and good weather, should be fine. Yeah, thanks for the advice. Boss, you're gonna hear about this, I promise you that, dickhead. Shouldn't worry what your boss would do if you don't deliver the merch on time. So quit your fucking griping and get to work. Code on the package is 2328, coordinates are detached. Alert! Warning, Tiger Claws heading for the building. Get back to your homes. Lock barricades doors. I'm shutting the doors, blocking the emergency exits. Little favour. Dwayne's party tomorrow needs some something that'll burst your skull sponge. I want people screaming rainbows and blowing Technicolor chunks. Some shit that'll make you come down seem like a bad trip. I got the eddies. I got what you need. You're richest dealer in town. Let me know, Crom. How are we doing? Still going. Dwayne and Bert. Dwayne, hey, listen. We still need a hook up for the party. Some kind of cocktail that'll crank out the good times but kind of fuck us up, you know. The usual stuff with up to notch. Look, that's not gonna work anymore. Dwayne, huh? What the fuck's your problem, pussy? You're not getting any more from me. Listen, Chrome. You must be fucking brain level skiz cause I think you're the end of things. Your supply we offer production. But I protect myself now. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but shit, we can't do check right fucking now if you won't. Try me, I'm ready for you. Then you better grab an umbrella, worm dick, and me and the boys will be there soon. Gonna rain lead. Karahara and Suga. Okay, transport's here, mark container. Reverend Courier Series will be here tomorrow to pick it up. Day after tomorrow, be across the border. Alright, on my way. Crank and Lance. Yeah, which container is it at? and how the fuck should I know? Thought the plan was to get intel out of Tigra. Yeah, that plan went tits up. Gang attacked, had to put him down. So you got no idea? No, already gave you everything I had in contact, but stuff should be there, just look around. Yeah, great, thanks. Detail. So when you get the mark right on the container with TCX, that's the agreement with Reverend CS, but be careful there, it's easy to catch a shiv in the ribs. Kawahoa. Message. Look, I don't know which one of you gunks sunk those wills, but I do know one thing: if your merch isn't here tomorrow morning in full and bone dry, all you shitheads are gonna get a shitload. Well, gal, you've gotta eat your own worlds. I did it. Van runs like a dream. You just sit on the couch, press a button, and off she goes. Press another and she parks. Do well of a job without leaving home. Just you wait, soon enough you'll be asking me to put one in your ride. Conversation between Gage and Akari. Okay, you're never gonna believe this. That train we went to check out, well, check this. Stuff with runner gear inside, under the ceiling. I mean, we're talking chips, suits, cables, all that shit. You feel me? Usable though? Brand fucking new, like it came out of the factory yesterday. Okay, I'll find a buyer. Dunno, maybe Voodoo's? Yeah, not a big fan of those chromes, but that would be their sort of thing, worth a try. Okay, I'll set it all up, pack the gear, send you the cords in a sec. Message for Barry Aiken. Barry, read this carefully, or if, as I suspect, you're willing to literal gonk, have someone read it out to you. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Don't use the gear I supply for ops against trauma. Because what happens? Trauma searches your chrome bodies and wonders why they get chipped with implants manufactured exclusively for trauma team. Unlike your skull sponge deadbeat Keith neck junkies, the rest of the contractors have their shit together. One more op like this and they'll figure out I'm supplying you the tech, so fucking think twice about whose side you're going to take on and what they can take to find out about you. Manny. Delivery info, guys from TT got a new drop for us. They'll be there in an hour. Once they land, move. No fast moves, no stupid shit, just give them the eddies. Vladimir and Yelena conversation. If I were you, I wouldn't biz the floater and his chromes. They're pigs, can't be trusted. I know, so he's playing nice, plus he paid, so this is happening. Have it your way, I'm rounding up the muscle and heading your way. Good. You're 100% sure we won't get ambushed? No. But worst case scenario, we'll just lose them. Yelena and Jerry. So what's the gig, Miss Slovena? We've known each other for some time now. Yeah, get to the point. What does the NC Police Commissioner want from me? I'm not writing as commissioner, this is a private matter. Sure, and? It's about the bums on that lot in NID, you know which I'm talking about. The ones that scalp-shaking bastard brought. He's a developer, but yes, that one. To put it simply, the bums have to disappear. Could you make that happen? We don't want to make it official, though through NCPD channels. We thought this was a personal thing. Fine. Could you make it happen for me? I can offer good cred. Fine. We'll take care of the bums, but you gotta block patrols while we're in there so we don't have to fuck your boys up too. Consider it done. Report. Alright, I know what it is. Pursuers off on one of the chambers, messing up reaction. Gotta stop production whilst we fix it. Patent. Enter key to access. Nope. Access code. Top secret. To be read in Corp HQ. Receipt of access code. This document has been lost. Okay. Archive conversation. Dirk and Tim. Tim, we got problems. Nihilist took a few rounds in the back and I can't stop the bleeding. We need evac now. See what I can do. You see? Just send a fucking car. You have the docs? Yes, we have all the frickin' docs. Good, I'll make sure they're secure. Nihilist is dying in my fucking arms. ATM. Yes, you said already. Hold on a little longer, working on it. Commissioner Follett and Reggie. Reggie, my boy, got something urgent? Sure, I'm all ears. We got a report of a suspicious van in NID, taped up windows, no plates. Drone images show 2 people inside. Could have something to do with your guy's case, but you gotta act fast. We're on our way. Thanks, Reggie. I knew I could count on you. It's an honor to serve alongside boys like you. Thanks, Chief. More of the Commissioner. Boys are on the way. Should be sitting like ducks in a shooting range. Okay, we'll take care of it. Good, thanks. Nothing worse than a bunch of brown-nosing go-getters. No prob. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Okay, that's an inventory. Yo, fuck that guy. Shit costs more every damn shipment. Let's kill this biz. Order a shit ton of merch and then go grab it. Lead the skull. Done. We'll find another supplier. Archive conversation. Kazir and Rumman. Oh, yeah? You need some shards with that Ripper ice pick soft, sure thing. And Delta, Croom's fading fast. He croaks, his implants get blocked. Waste good chrome. We're on it, chill. Jax and Xena. Fuck, something ain't right. That implant case has slotted me is acting up. So tell him to fix it. No, I better go somewhere else and pay. Is it that chrome he took from that Arasaka corpse? The one who woke up in the middle, huh? Little Miss Corpro got a pair of lungs on her. No, come on. You gotta know I don't go for that Japanese stuff anyways. I mean, another implant, I know what, never mind. Sawaya and Kyure. Okay, I'm at the entrance. What now? Like I said, insert the dirty splinter into the slot beneath the panel and you're in biz. Right, except there's no slot beneath the panel. Should be a model name and serial number close to the edge. Yeah, tell me. Protheus XC8000Z. Okay, one sec. Check the base left side. Should be able to remove one of the panels. Yep, there she is. Preem Gilek. Rizzle and Raider. All done. Info at B. Check out. Stuff was there. Maelstrom had no idea. Knocked him right off guard. Just one croom got away, but we'll put that enough holes in him. We'll find him anyway, but don't want any witnesses. Got it. Guy's bleeding like a burst pipe. We'll follow the trail. Nova. Then straight back at me. Already got a buyer for the suppressants. Got it. We'll clean up and move out. Okay, so we broke the code. 1987. Should work. Preem. SOS, what's up? Got 2 pounds of lead in my gut, that's what's up. Someone set us a trap, Gina, Peter, Wacko, all gone. Oh fuck. Made it out, I'm in the sewers, but if you don't get me out soon, they're gonna mark me or I bleed out. Got it, we're on it. Hold on, crew, I'm trying. Even and Bucksaw. Tigers won't be showing their claws no more, huh? Took care of that biz, paid them a visit with my boys, didn't suspect a thing, shit was a bloodbath. Don't know how many we got, but 30 at least. Preem. You arranged something, someone up top? Shit, ain't gonna ask around, have tunes telling me how to live my life, enemies there to get fucked up, right? Yeah, shit crew, congrats, you got some balls. Baxor and Sedona. Okay, Gonk took the bait. He's on his way now. If this ends up as another firefight, there's gonna be hell to play. No, he's alone, he's whacked. Do whatever you want with him. Token of goodwill, our apology for that unfortunate incident. Unfortunate indeed. Don't let it happen again, or we'll have our own unfortunate incident. Gotta have fun with Alvin. Peter and Jotaro. We are in NC. Finally sending my people. No worries, give us a minute. Taking the merch ready to hand over. What do you need these tired, unwashed masses for anyway? I mean, I'm just saying they've been a week in these containers, so not so fresh. Who the fuck asked for your opinion? Just saying is all. Any more unsolicitable advice you want to share? Oh, maybe you know what to do with them better than I do, huh? Sorry, didn't mean to offend. Oh, you think I'm offended? I'm sorry, really. Whatever for. Look, I don't want any trouble. We're here, waiting for your people, okay? True, I'm just messing with you. Chill, sending my crewms on the way. Kyoshi. People, listen up. Glitter's flying so fast. Started to run low on raw materials. Gotta act now. Start with the chemical warehouse. Plenty of those in town. One with the least security, especially in Kabuki. Things we need. Yep. Caution, flammable materials. 100 cylinders, nitrous oxide to be stored in warehouse, but caution, deterioration. As in, okay. Orders. Meets all set up. Gonks don't expect a thing. Shit. You asked them, they just stuck the deal of the century. Feed them lead, all of them just watching. Just watch it. Don't hit the wheels. Let me know when you're done. We got a buyer. He's willing to pay cash, lump sum, no questions asked. Norton will get your cars. You fix them up and take them to the appointed spot. Coordinates attached. Good luck. Here's hoping everything goes smooth as a baby's bottom. Elimination. So that's target information. Probably already dead. Esteban and Max. Max Jones, that's right. To whom do I owe the pleasure? My name is Sebastian Romez. I hear you are in media. A real one that writes what he thinks and not what they tell him. You don't fear risk, you have standards. I need someone like you. Before you go on, this connection isn't encrypted. It's better we meet face to face. One risk I do fear is an intercepted message. Are you being watched? Don't think so. Okay, tomorrow then. I'll send you coordinates soon. Target for liquidation. Donna Curio. Status red. Okay. Diana and Wakario. These are names I've come across before. I need help. Something's up at Biotechnica. The research I was working on with Kosh was leaked. Higher ups want us to pin it on me, all the casualties, everything. Meanwhile, all of them, coach included, pretend they knew nothing about it. Walk away clean. And that's not all. They're gonna kill me, so the protester can't question me. I know this because I've done this myself. I need help getting out of town today's. Cost isn't an issue. My answer is no. You are up to your neck in shit and I won't dirty my hands pulling you out of it. But let me give you some advice. If you want to get out of Night City, do it now. This second now. New stash. Hey Frank, did stash it out. Asked what happened. Apparently the cops came by and cleaned it out. So either someone spilled or they got their eyes on us. Better watch out either way. Sending you a new spot. Yeah, Japantown quarters attached. Make sure no one follows. Jesus. And it keeps going. Archive conversations, Zeitgeist and Marco. Got a problem? Sure fucking do. Supposed to be done already. Clients getting anxious. Just listen. Well, underestimated those Kuroshi runners. Meaning what? Can't hack it externally. Gotta get closer. Jack into the local subnet direct. So why the fuck are we talking about it? Just do it. Someone's gotta cover me when I jack in. Meaning we're double the rate. I'd ask. Client play. Just get it done. Preem. Militech officer. Reporting. Status. Strikers not responding to orders. Given final warning. Done. No response. Workers continue to block factory entrance. Requesting permission to open fire. Permission granted. Fire at will. Net log on point of Takashi Ono. Last login 4 minutes 13 seconds ago. Homeless camp. Target must be among them. All present detained. Target identified. No scan. No. Scans failed. Must have undergone operations to hinder visual identification. Need DNA experts to locate him among the detained. Waste of time. Eliminate him. Target was hiding among the group. All present are detained. Eliminate entire group. Copy. Takashi and deleted. Yeah? Arasaka got Pete, Jules and Tim. It's fucking bad. The fuck? Must have grabbed someone off the job and whoever it is talking. We're fucked. I didn't even know there. I wasn't even there. Jess did run a support forum. Don't be fucking naive. You know what they say. The mess with Arasaka and you're fucked for life. And we bagged one of the engineers, so even fucking better. Get out at scratch, run to a ripper and get fresh faceplate stat. You're the fixer, help me out. Shit hit the fan, Takashi. Everyone's on their own now, I'm out, you should do the same. And Chrome, no fucking running. They got better runners than you won't haze them. List of tasks. Jennifer Barton, reporter, N54, footage of her with lover. Okay, so it's a blackmail list. Tiana and Hyochi, got the edits. Got reliable source in Maelstrom. What can you offer? Eddie's a source. Your sweet little thing. Maelstrom's small ball compared to us. Work for us, and what I can offer is a pad in Charter Hill plus some gangs who run round town for you. Why me? You're a tiger. You got an in with court shoots. Why pitch with the little leaguers like me? We've got the suits, but we've got idiot kids we don't. The gank kids are very promising market. What about Mushroom? You'd get hustled too. Carl and Molly. We got a mark on Tiana with the tigers. She betrayed us, slinging splinters. She's running for them now, Molly. Shit. And here I am sending out people word. Something happened to the stupid cunt. Fucking channel, ducking sir, fucking zero her. Chill, we got this. Yo, we got her. Says we don't kill her, she'd give her some intel data worth something. Fuck that cunt, I want her head or RIP the data out of us, rip the data out of herself, wipe that fucking cunt stain and make an example of her to the Resente, Tiana and Andre. Listen, I don't deal with the maelstrom anymore. As of yesterday, I run for the claws. That wise, honestly, not scared. They pay me more, way more, the apartment types of more. And the protection to be lead head, not to take advantage. Hope you're right, wait and see. Why they hit you up anyway, connections, and I'll be their bridge. Target for elimination. Details. Conversation with Rick and Unknown. No, too low. By how much? Double it. For one measly shard. If you don't like it, go in that tunnel yourself, find a way through. And I know you're with the Alcados. Not like you're hard up. You're an Alcado too. I was, deal or not, deal. Gig, data theft, yep, okay. That's corrupted. Archive, downloading, unpacking, connecting. So that's a log. This is a transport information. This is so heartbreaking. Archive conversation, James Ishikawa, Kuno Aso. Got the biz. Store on Broad Street. Slap on the wrist or bullet in the brain. Bullet. Doesn't want to pay, why not? Says he doesn't need protection, so he's a gunk. Even hired some hustle of his own, zero the whole bunch. Mercs or animals? Animals! Yuri and Ryu. They kidnapped me, I'm in the trunk of a car. Damn it, I told you about contract out on you, told you to leave. Help me. Locating you. Who grabbed you? Fuck. Not now, please. Did you get location? Yes, Japantown, sending boys. They must be careful. Right. Seamus and Mike. Fourth one today, T-Claw this time. Fourth crew, I got a lug all over town. A couple of days back, I was stuck in traffic in Kabuki with some crew in the trunk. Fucker died on me. I mean, not like he didn't have it coming. Whole car reeks now, even though I scrubbed it down. Fucking bugs, all their fault. The fucks they think we could do with these people? Take them on vacation? Come on, shit. All-inclusive, Paris, Rome, come all over, limited time offer, fucking hypocrites. They just don't put them out of their misery like normal, they gotta dump them on us. Plus you're there stressing they'll catch you with some gonk in the trunk. Enough to whack a chom out. You're telling me, hang the fuck on, what's up, somebody on my ass? Your jammer on? Fuck. Desamu and Hideo. Hideo, I need you to go herd some pigs. Remind them that their turf ends and our turf begins. Sure thing. Redwood, got it. Archive patrol. Calling all units Westbrook. I repeat, calling all units Westbrook. Reporting Westbrook. Head to Redwood Street, Japanstown. Order to increase our presence in the area coming from the Chief, Japantown, alone, requesting additional units for backup. Request denied. This some pre-election stunt, that tiger turf? Are you refusing to comply? Come in and respond. Negative. Order accepted. Will comply. Fucking Chief. Say again. Fucking nothing. Copy that. Tai and Daisuke. I'm here, bartender says. Maelstrom threatened him. He didn't have a choice. They just bargained in, told him to start pouring. He said he had to. Oh yeah, he could have called. This is our turf. Says he couldn't. He was scared. But he wasn't scared of us. Says he didn't tell him a thing. Yeah, of course he didn't. He doesn't know shit. What could he? So maybe we let him go. I mean, what else was he supposed to do? This is our fucking turf. He should have called us instead of throwing a fucking parky. Beat his ass. This is the principle of the fucking thing. Jacob and Peter. Alright, heading for those fuckers. Eyes open, chum. Keep that guard up, you know. I'm serious, those booster heads are fucking nuts. Chill, I can take care of myself, chum. Sure, anyway, once you push all that stuff, you know, go back to your stash of more coordinates. The fuck you sent me that for? Sorry, clicked something by accident. Keep the address on my phone. Just trying to remember where it is. My thumb slipped. Oops. Keep shit like that on your phone. You fucking ganked in the head. Just in case I forget, chum. Fucking hell, delete that shit now. Sure, okay. Don't sure okay me, do it now, or you'll forget. It gone? Yeah, just give me a sec, I'm driving. Bet a million eddies your gank ass forgets. Unknown with Isio. Got eyes on O'Brien, send me the location, stay there, don't let him out of your sight. Sure, having dinner with the wife and kid, probably be there a while. Alright, our tunes will be there in a sec. When do I get the eddies promised me? Since when do snitching losers get paid, huh? Since when? But I helped you, this was supposed to be a reward, but okay, I don't need it, I don't want trouble. I'm fucking with you, chum. You'll get the eddies, don't worry. Haha, you totally got me. Conmire, got you a hit. Oliver O'Brien, guy's a guard at a Militech prison. Trex Briggs, that snitching little bitch who fucked over our boys, and you know what to do with the snitches and bitches who protect them. Anyway, Oliver goes, Biggs loses protection and in his spot in solitary. Then Bradley Costa, inside our room, gets hands on him. Simple, better be. Gavin and Adam. That dealer cunt said no, you fucking believe it. Here I am, a paying customer, and he says no. Fucking cunt suddenly all prim and proper like she's too good for me. You gotta teach her a lesson, wipe the bitch. She's a tiger dealer, a good girl, leave it alone. I'm Gavin fucking Kowinski. Does that mean anything anymore? I said zero her. Your father won't like this. Your job is to follow orders. I've gotta say who you were with. Who do you do bits on the side? Okay, I'll do it. But it'll come back to bite us in the arse, I mean it. Fuck it, I don't care. Kanto and Ryoko. Hey, can you take care of that gank, Gavin? Ordered a ton of shit. I already said no fucking way. Send one of the boys. He says he'll only buy from you. What you worried about that gank for? It's just a few dumb complaints. You know I broke his nose, right? Apparently you left him wanting more, Raiko. It's a big order. Besides, kid got connects. Come on, please, I'll make it up to you. Alright, fuck. But he makes another pass at me and I'll break his damn arm. Glad you finally agreed. Thanks. Valentini and Shelma. Groom, I can't jack you out and you're heating up. Hello? Fuck. What do I do? They blocked me. Oh, fuckers knew I was coming. They were ready. I can't fucking jack out. I know. What do I do? Body. Gotta chill the body or I'll flatline. But I'm out of ice. So get out of the basement. Fuck, what was that code? Keep putting in the wrong code. Shit. 1011 and run your ass over to the generator. AC on full blast. You gotta chill my body. Generator's about to gunk. Just do what I fucking tell you, shit man. Once you cool me down, call Okolov to help. They said I can't contact him. Fuck man, I'm dying here. Call him. Mikhail, Shilma, my dearest comrade. You know what you have to do, I know what you have to do, but out of my fond affection of our cherished administration and for the sake of the Soviet order, I must remind you what you are to do. Generally speaking, you are to use your skills to glory of the Soviet nation. More precisely, you are to track carefully the actions of the Chinese in the net and act as a smokescreen for my duties in town. Find out where they are in the discussions with Arasaka, map their strong and weak points, give me a reason for us to fight them, enter cyberspace, my running comrade and fate. The more you learn, the better. Don't get caught, my friend. Once you return, you are the most welcome in my docha for one of those parties. Your Misha. Militech. Tracked another bug. Area is secured. All enemy personnel neutralized. Search the area, collect data, and see if you can find any more of those bastards. The wraiths need to vanish for good. Copy that. Report, read it quick. It ain't good. Boss got Militech broadcast and be pumped. It's fucked. They're moving into the Badlands. They're gonna take over the whole region. The orders I managed to decipher. They want us to push even further from the city. Main objective is to secure a border. Get a handle on smuggling, so they are tilting the windmills again. Okay. Brandon and Dave. You say something about my meeting. What meeting? So you don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I know the office is a shit show right now. Reading through all employee emails right now. Shit, mine too. What do you do? Meet with Manuel Mendez. Fuck, that was you? You're out of your fucking mind. Listen, you weren't in that town. You didn't see all the bodies. Court put a life on the line. Lost my fucking arm because of Coach. Fuck Chrome. Now I gotta say it was you. Well, this shit'll be on me too. Sure, coward. Not like I'm coming back. I'm out. Where? Fuck you. Chris and Barry. Another one bites the dust. Yo, this antenna's fucking amazing. No fucking clue how it works, but it works. Yeah, man, John knows what the fuck he's doing. Just like poof, and they drop from the sky, just like dead birds or some shit. Militech people again. Received drone report, they're still there, requesting permission to conduct operation this evening. Permission granted. John and Samuel. So what did those Militech choms want? Said we gotta scram or there's gonna be trouble, that it's their turf, they're gonna protect it. I ain't got nowhere. You tell them we're vets, that we fought for Militech. Yep, and they said they know that that's the only reason they're telling us first, giving us a chance to leave. Motherfuckers, they let us fly their AVs, drive their tanks, carry million Eddie gear, and now they treat us like dirt. Well, I say fuck 'em, I ain't going anywhere. Let 'em make me, so I'll show 'em some of our tricks, like in the good old days. Like the good old days. Harry and Jim. Militech must have done some sort of update. Either way, lost my access to the weather system, and if I lose my access to a lot of other people loses theirs. Got it. Need access to accurately predict sandstorms. You're raves after all, fucking right. Okay. Just let me know when things... Let me get my things and I'll be on my way. Okay, waiting, how's it going? You do your thing? Still on the way, call you in an hour. Okay, be careful, might be Militech patrols nearby. Climb that turbine. Hack what you gotta hack and bust your ass to get out there. I know, do what you gotta do. Sure, well, Harry, did it work? Oh, social patrol. Bizarre. Caught her. Okay, made it quick and clean. You went pretty for her. She should have escaped, otherwise be right there. Madison and Dakota. I still got them on my tail. Can I get some air support? Drone or something? Sorry, I can't. A sandstorm's headed. What do you mean you can't? Well... right for you. Fucking fuck shit. Trying to hide in the storm. Social might drop it. Fucking hell, sand again. Hello? I'm here. Car died on me. The filters? No clue. Gonna run for it. Dakota? Yeah? Could be bad. Understood. Coordinates. Left the car there. Thanks. I don't get out of this, deliver the stuff in the envelope, of course. You know too. Yeah, good luck. Militech people. The 2 targets have been eliminated. They were not smugglers, just normal caravan civilians. We received faulty intelligence. Right, well, since they're dead, maybe they can still be useful. Place some contraband on them, gather some evidence. Copy, I'll write up the report myself. Jack and Dennis. Jack, let's meet. Jack. Let's get out of here, the usual place. Hang on, gotta make a call. I miss you, I can't stand it. Okay, let's meet. Take all your stuff. Alright. Dylan and Mandy. Do you copy? Do you copy? What's the password? Birds fly in the flocks. Error, incorrect password. The fuck you say? Said it's the wrong fucking password. You either know how to play or you don't. You either know how to pass or you don't. And if you don't know the pass, don't even start. Alright, whatever. The Alcodos are coming. Finally, how long's a chum gotta wait? Get to work, gonks. Odakodos are up to something. Hanging around station, gotta have some job brewing. I wanna see what the situation is, see if I can make some eddies off of it. If you'll go there and keep tabs on the situation, once you figure out what's going on, give me a ring, okay? Colin and George, you there? Still on my way. How long do I have to wait? Just be patient. Listen, this is the last mission, last transport. Soon we can leave Night City behind us. Sure hope so. Waiting in hideout. What already? Couldn't stand just sitting at home. Archive conversation for Militech. Matt George Johnson's safe house awaiting further orders. Confiscate all possessions and return to base. Copy. Sergeant, we had to neutralize the woman, the offender's partner. She was here, attempted to attack us. Understood. Order. So this is more Militech. Chase underway. We have a visual. Neutralize targets. Neutralize, really. Could just attain. Write in the report that you found them dead, that there was an accident. We don't take them without a fight. There will be bullet marks. What, so now you're a fucking coroner? I just observed an accident. All fugitives are killed. Much better, copy that. Anton and Tim. What now? Caught Alvin at the border. Gotta help him out. Meaning I gotta, not you. You know I can't. Told you not to move the cargo along that route. I know, but it is what it is. Help me out. Shit. Where are they holding him? The new Militech Detention Center, the one by the border. Okay, yeah, I know the one. No chance. We never get through. Too many soldiers. We've got to get inside intel. We have maps. We know that they're going on their breaks when their numbers drop. Alright. Official order JK98. Hey Joey, I'm supposed to tell you to take care of the dumping of all the waste, and I'm supposed to add this official note to it all. Okay. Be ready. Got some info of one gonk about a biotech chip. There's a route set up along the way. Jump the transport, take the cargo, and don't fuck it up. Just be careful while carrying the stuff. Shit's radioactive. Boss has already had some ideas how to use it. Gig. Escape plan. Okay. We're getting toward the end. Paul and Bugsby. Yo, about to send you those generator pics. Alright, go. Well, how long have I got to wait? There, got 'em. Hang on, I'll show the techie. Come on, Tino's are getting pissed, shit's getting jumpy. Yo, techie says that's some antiquated shit, not the generators we're supposed to get. The fuck do I do now? You fucking wipe the motherfuckers trying to fuck us over, fucking scapegoat. Crew, you there? Yo, crew, listen, what? Yo, sorry, Techie said he fucked up. Took another look. Those are the generators we wanted. But we already wiped the Tinos. Ah, well, fuck 'em. Suzanne and Peter. It's never enough, this fucking job. Told you to stay in prevention. You spend your whole day editing BDs of fucked up shit and you'll get fucked up yourself. Chrome, it's that high you get when you jump out of a murder Vic. It's fucking unreal. You feel like you're really living. I'm fucking hooked, understand? Yeah, got it. You wouldn't be the first editor on the force either. We don't have like an NCPD assistance program. The NCPD, what you just started yesterday, come on. This one you gotta deal with on your own. Listen, I'll send you a contact guy I know, Gankan. But alright, sell you some scrolls. Once you're hooked, but you're not the first, but there's always ways to live with it. Just don't meet in uniform. I'm not a fucking gonk. Hey, nothing personal, I know this stuff can always go sideways. Wanted to throw it out there. Michelle and Sasha. Yo, fuck what? The fuck kind of scap you land me in? Bitch had a bandage on the car. She's a fucking cop. Or she was. You think I didn't know? Already said that cuntbag's a bunch BDs. And you didn't say nothing. Fuck. How the fuck was I supposed to know Miss Blue wasn't in it? Was in it for herself. Thought it was a setup. So you zeroed it. Bet your fucking ass I did. Hell of what the hell was I supposed to do? Shit, clean up somehow. Burn the body or toss it quick. Whom you gotta sort out gank you think I am. Marvin and deleted. Mr. Hilton, a few words of advice. Please do not alter your daily routine. We do not want to attract any suspicion from your co-workers or family. Please use only this telephone to communicate with me and only when absolutely necessary. So what do I do now? Wait, alright, I'm sending you the coordinates where we will meet, okay. For your safety and ours, you'll receive information on the first transfer point, nothing on the rest of the route. Important. Do not consume any alcohol, do not use brain dance or drugs, do not connect to any unknown networks, avoid contact with any unknown persons. Misha and Dan. Yo, shit went down in Pacifica, should be something to pick and choose from, sending you the address. Wait, she's still breathing, what do we do with her? Lady looks like a fucking corpse soldier. Maybe better not touch her. Hang on a sec, I'll be right there. Chico and Lucy. No, Nina and Lucy. Lucy, come back on pickup. Sorry, I was just asleep. What was it? Took some lead, was in a combat zone, past the wall, scavenging gear, and that fucks people shot me. That general or some shit. Bleeding heavily, you gotta help me, where are you? Dunno, track my biomon, I can't, where are you? Shit, they must have turned it off. Who Nina chilled? Where the hell are you? Dunno, there's some homeless people here, but it's really dark, I really don't know, so ask them, someone. Clicking you coordinates and then pass file. You sent me the wrong address. You get that? Send me your current location. Nina, answer me, I'm begging you. Nina, please! Snake! Nina and Peter. Dad? Are you trying to give me a stroke? Dad, please. Stop going beyond the wall. You have to learn. Have you learned literally nothing after what happened to me? You think any of those clowns sending you on those runs will be there to help when things go south? Don't be stupid, Nina. Quit while you're ahead, please. It's not worth it, trust me. Ooh, weird names. So this guy to lots of people. First things first, keep your trap shut on this. Anyway, our story goes that the animals jumped Goose and stole all those high-tech implants he was transporting for the tigers. And don't go feeling sorry for the guy. It was a good coon, but started to get too fucking smart. Tiger should buy it. Goose got zeroed for real. But none of you fuckers say a fucking word to them. Or go prancing around with those implants. The whole haul is to the Soviet motherland. Hello, as per our conversation, I'd like to confirm our contract. Regarding my daughter, unfortunately my attempts at persuasion have failed and I won't let our family name get dragged in the muck. So what? Want me to offer her? I need the problem eliminated, yes, along with the man, Sydney. They plan to leave town, but are on the West Wind Estates, detailed coordinates attached, along with payment confirmation. Man, honestly, you're like a real shit dude, but it is, you got a deal. Richard and Amelia. Amelia, honey, I hope my disapproval of your relationship with Sid was clear. The boy's no good, lazy junkie. I won't allow the heir of the Hilbert fortune waste it all on someone like that. I just won't. but I see I wasn't firm enough. Instead of landing him behind bars, I should have shot him on the spot. See, my mistake, understanding that my people catch you with him, then neutralise him on the spot. Fuck you, Dad. Very sorry to hear that. We'll talk when you get home. Okay. I'm sorry, what does that mean? Fuck you. Amelia, I'm very disappointed in you. Oh, I like that one. That one's fun. Orders. Misha, Tony and Rob tracked down another metal tech bunker. Looks like they sealed it up and bounced before the war. Not sure what they left inside, but since it's Militech, don't think it's toasters. Misha says that there's at least one turret by the entrance still powered. Could be some mines and drones, in other words, get ready for a fight, but it should be worth it. Let me know how it goes, I'll send you what I find. And that's probably what they found. Sheila and Kaneen. Why aren't you answering? Keen. Fuck. You even know what time it is? Sure do, and I know who ordered a hit on Logan. Who? Some chick, Monica Strainer. That guy's mum? Lenny's mum? Yep. Knows things are heating up, wants to skip town, paid some smugglers, gotta get a crew together, catch her before she flies. You in? Sure fucking am. Cool, be there in 10. Monica and Nina. Hey, scent scratch. Okay, get ready. Grab the gun, goggles in case of a sandstorm. Weeks worth of food and water. Alright, listen, can't be sure someone won't follow me. Not good. Who? Animals. Very not good. What did you do? One of them killed my son, so I took his life in exchange, an eye for an eye. Girl, these are the things you mention up front. You're radioactive now. I'd be wise to cut loose here, but shit, whatever. We'll see what we can do. Appreciate it. See you in 2 hours. Overpass El Camino. Don't be late. Bud and Billy. Fuck. Groom. Get down to the big lot and get your shit together. Any gonk decides to run instead of helping, and I swear to God I'll shred him with my bare hands. Sending you back up. Just watch the fuck out. I heard those voodoo fuckers are out hitting us down. Picking us off one by one. Buck, you already there? Waiting for you to finish, boss? Don't fucking wait, just move your ass. The fuck happened in that place, the mall? Who the fucking wiped you that good? Was it those shit-eating doll pankers? Who? I'll explain later. Boss, gotta sit down and talk it through with a cool head. Inmate. Attention, a convoy has been scheduled to transport inmate Seth Miller, convicted of 3 accounts of first-degree murder and Rancho Corodo, to Municipal Courthouse in the Glen. The inmate has ties to a criminal organization known as the 6th Street Gang, which operates out of Rancho Corodo district. A red alert has been issued for the duration of the inmate's transport, mandating the escort of a heavily armored and armed security detail. Lucas and Jimmy. Well, you got the merc. We do, £40. Deal was 100. Yeah, I know, but we gotta watch that. The stuff's evidence could be a surprise checking down at HQ. See, I thought we were being serious here, officer. Your words are your word. Chill, we'll work something out. Oh, we will, I'm sure of that. Meet at the usual spot. Just the 2 of you alone. Leave the car a few blocks away. Keep it out of sight. Understood. Sergi and Jason. Got a major breakthrough in the case. What is it? A girl from the Tiger Claws contacted me. She wants the chief Wants to be the chief's witness, like everyone else. Does she actually have anything? Evidence of human trafficking. Names, addresses, stills. We're meeting in Little China. How do you know it's not a setup? You should have heard her, scared out of mind. Said she can't live like this anymore. Careful, or I might shed a tear. All the gang suddenly bleeding hearts. Right, when they start feeling the heat, I'd be careful. If I were you, I'll be in touch. How'd it go? Jack and Daddy. Waiting at the usual spot, on our way. Hand me cash bag through the window and do it fast. One hurry, NCPD figured out we got one of theirs in our pocket because the corpsos blew a fuse after that last convoy got held up by Maelstrom, even though the badges knew the shipment route. They got anything on you? Not yet, because we'll be careful, but now they have eyes on everyone, so I'm out after this one. Shame, it was nice doing business with you. Same here, Maelstrom ain't half bad as you say. Archived conversation. Okay, he took the bait, downloaded the photo, I've marked him, sending location, copy, neutralize, eliminate, he's a traitor, an enemy of Kuroshi, and clean up that trash hanging around him too. Who knows what information he'll give. We're at the end. To Sakodo. How's your son? He took the bait and downloaded the infected picture. That file you sent me was easy to trace, sending you the coordinates, and he's no longer my son. Received. Neutralize, eliminate, he's a traitor of Kyoshi. He sold our data to the competition, eliminate the low profiles that surround him, or who knows how much he told them. Understood. Kifan and Bolt. Okay, got the SIG from Josh, kept the drama of beta acid, on his way now, finally. Okay, I'm prepping the gear. How many doses that get us? A couple of hundo. Cream, by the way, got some new masks. Old ones are probably bust because getting dizzy. And trust me, we do not want to breathe in those fumes. You got it. Cargo manifest. Jordan and Dustin. That Kang shard, figured it out. What's on it? Schematics. Iron, smart iron prototypes already checked, not on the market. Then time for buzzing Militech, see how many eddies we're sitting on. Alamo and Bia. Gather your team. Where? Oh, what's going on? Favreau, we got him. Shit, someone tip you off? Yeah, pump the alcove. Someone's ordered a platoon of Joy Toys and a truckload of drugs to a flop house in a rancho that's been empty for years for a living party. Sounds like our boy, Fav. Exactly, bastard always was a sleazebag. Cool, he wants a leaving party. Let's give him a party of a lifetime. Hi, yeah, this is your chum Favio, shitstorm brewing, kinda where I gotta leave town, probably for good, but ain't leaving without throwing a leaving party, am I right? So come to the safe house for a dram and drop. There be boys, girls, gomes, booze, gongs, and silver plates under the count of virtues. Not a word of this on the street or the hollow. If 6th Street catches a whiff where I am, my head's on a platter. That's stupid. Jules, please forgive me for how I'm doing this. I'm nowhere near as tough as you, and I can't pretend to be anymore. I hate to say it, but there's no helping Rosie anymore, so at last, help yourself before it's too late. If you change your mind, I'll be waiting at Sunset Motel. Think again on it. Test results received. Okay, not really interesting. Hey, you there? I saw lights on in your house. I know you're not sleeping, Ackerman. Who is this? Rose, I live facing you. You have to help me now. They want to kill me. Hold on, what's going on? Who wants to kill you? Judy and her husband, they're working for the corpse. They're trying to poison me with poison capsules in my bedroom, please. You have to help me. You've been drinking, taking anything. You don't get it. They're the ones doing this to me. They took my hold so I couldn't call anyone. Cool your tits, lady, okay? People are trying to sleep here. The police are also in on it. I'm begging you, please. You are blocked by Ackerman. Illness diary. 67, high temp, migraines, difficult speaking. 68, high temps, migraines, delirious again. 69, some improvement. Rosie isn't complaining of pain. She's eating and talking normally. Maybe new pills are finally working. 71, an attack, acts like nothing happened. 6, arm is broken in 2 places. Gave her a triple dose, calmed within an hour. 72, as always, she doesn't remember a thing. Cly, that sort of man, lied and said it was a hit and run. She's back to normal, no more pain. She's even made us breakfast, for Christ. 80, even though these pills are draining our bank account, they're at least doing the job. Just need to maintain a higher dose. Rosie is back to herself, and once I think I hear her talking in an empty room. As long as she's not hurting one. 91, another attack, gave her 4 times, and why do I bother? I can't do this anymore. Hey, why are you yellow? I've done you all. Yes, I've done you all.